Hi guys, in this video I'm considering the relationship between the production of exports and the sale of exports. Is it the case that just because firms produce lots of goods for export markets, will they necessarily be sold? Well, the straight answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is no. We cannot say that just because firms make goods destined for markets around the world that they will necessarily be sold and bought by our foreign counterparts. So let's just take a look at a little example. Domestic production in the UK, and we might have goods and services destined for countries within the European Union. Now, what are some of the factors which might determine the level of demand for UK goods by our European Union neighbours? Well, number one, the UK might have a high domestic rate of inflation. That would mean that prices in the UK would be rising more rapidly than other nations within the European Union, and therefore UK goods might be more expensive and therefore not in demand. Number two, the value of sterling, which I'm sure most of you will know has been on the slide for a long time, the value of sterling might appreciate against the euro. Now, if that were the case, that would mean that the price of exports out of the UK would become more expensive to buy within other members of the European Union, and as a consequence, the demand may fall. Number three, trade barriers. Now, of course, one of the great benefits of being within the single market European Union is that we don't have these trade barriers, but we're about to finalise the Brexit negotiations, and no doubt some barriers will be erected against UK goods moving into mainland Europe. Now, as a consequence of that, that will increase the price of goods from UK, and therefore, again, the demand might fall. Number four, a more straightforward one. Just because you produce lots of goods to export, if they're shoddy quality, then you can't expect people to demand them. And finally, number five, the economic cycle. Now, what I mean by that is it depends upon where our neighbouring partner trading nations are on their economic cycle. So, for example, if Germany was booming, then households would find that they've got lots of disposable income, therefore the demand for UK goods might go up. But similarly, flip that over, if the German economy was in recession, household incomes be squeezed, and as a consequence the demand for goods from UK might fall. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that's been of use, and I'll leave it at that. Bye for now.